Hello, everybody. This is a video response for Mr. Fisher Bike. A lot of video responses out there right now. Going to try to just knock out one a day until I'm caught up. I hope I can do it. Deadlines are like right around, seem to be the 21st, 22nd. What if there's something else going on at that time? Like people want to get their VRs done before? I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure it out. 10 cards, favorite vintage cards. I had a heck of a time narrowing this down. Knowing this, it could be a totally different list tomorrow. It's just, this is what I grabbed, thinking these are, this is today's top 10 cards. Some of these probably would never change, but a few of them are interchangeable. Like I said, I had a heck of a time like editing and all that. In my last video, I said these two cards might make it into my top 10, so I just figured I would get it over with and do the Jack Johnson and Joe Jeanette T218. Now, on top of my display case, I have them battling here like this. I don't think I'm going to have a room to do that here in our video. So they're going to go upright. 1 and 2. These are in no order. I think I'll just get to this stack of slabs first. Number 3. I'm actually going to stop saying the number because it's going to make you think that they're numbered. This is 56 Topps Warren Spahn. 56 Topps is my favorite set. Warren Spahn is one of my favorite players ever. I just think he was really awesome. Probably doesn't quite get enough respect. But this particular card, and I have a handful of 56s. So why did I pick this card? I think I'm really taken by the angle at which they took this photo. You're looking up at Warren, and I feel like if you were a batter, he probably looked like a giant like that, looking down at you when you were in the batter's box. And here he is with his smile, these sort of I know more than you smile, and certainly Warren knew a lot more than the batters he was facing. So that's the third card I'm showing. We're doing pretty good with glare. There's another 56 here. Let's move you down the list. How about this? A lot of us have different definitions of what vintage is, but the most common acceptance I've seen, at least within the YouTube community, is 1980s a cutoff, because that's when you still had just Topps for the most part, and they weren't printing quite as much as they were. So 1980 Topps, the players I like. You can figure this one out pretty quick. The Ricky, and oh darn, the only copy I have of this card happens to be signed in person, which reminds me of another VR we need to do, the in-person stories. And my story of when I met Ricky is a fun one, so we'll be mentioning that. Another player I collect, Brooks Robinson. I've said this is my favorite all-time base card, and that's true. It is the 75 Topps Brooks Robinson. Love the picture, love the design, love the colors, love the player, love the short bill shown here, love the big star on the All-Star, something that Topps has stopped doing. Now you get, like in fine gold print that you can't read, just a mention that they were an All-Star. You don't feel like you're getting a special card when you get an All-Star card now. But you did up until, really 15, 20 years ago. And this is one of my favorites. These aren't all going to end up fitting, but we'll figure something out. Let's just stay on the Brooks train. I am not as fanatical about rookie cards as I would say most people seem to be. To me, a rookie card is another card, and if it happens to be an awesome card because of its other qualities, well, that's great. Okay. And some people have bagged on this card a little bit. Thinking, yeah, he's just standing there smiling. But I like this smirk, and this card represents a little more to me, other than just being one of the first kind of expensive cards I bought. In that, it represents my sort of giving up on modern collecting for the most part, and shifting to vintage. And I pulled at a stadium club a Walker Buehler 1/1 autograph superfractor. And I said, I'm going to buy a card I always wanted. So I sold that and bought this. And since then, Buehler's had another Tommy John surgery. And I don't think that card is worth $280 anymore. But this one's worth that, probably and a little more. Not that I'm an investor, but I got something I loved and gave up something I didn't need. So that is one of my favorite cards. Two more slabs, and then some two non-slabbed. Back to 56, another card that I bought when I decided to get stronger into vintage. Player I admire greatly. Favorite set. I saw a picture of this card in a Beckett when I was like 13, and I just thought, I remember thinking I could never own a card like that. So one day I decided to save up a little bit and buy it. And it's the 56 Jackie. There he is. We're going to put him on a stand. And, of course, that's a great card. I don't know. Well, we're going to end up blocking somebody no matter what we do. That's okay. I'm limited by... These aren't very good holders either. As long as we don't have a glare. One more slab, and then we got two just top-loaded cards. Another player I collect. Again, I don't like this card because it's his rookie card, but it happens to be his rookie card. And what I love about it, first off, 53, Topps design. Go ahead and hover over the dislike button. I like better than the 52. I think it's better. That's my opinion. Go ahead, click the dislike now. So great design, of course. And the color, the kind of olive green on this card, and the artwork of Haddix here is better than I've seen on a lot of the other 53s. Although that's another reason that 53 is superior to 52. I think the artwork's so much better. But look at that field of green. He contrasting the black and the yellow. The classic the Cardinals logo. And there he is, the kitten himself. Two more. We'll get him into the frame. I can't stress enough that I don't like cards just for their value. This is not my 10 most expensive cards. But sometimes it just comes down to just how awesome the card looks, and even if it's a common player. And that is certainly true on this Joe Adcock Bowman card. 53. Yeah. I don't know. The artwork is great. I love how you get a part of the TV station, the call letters here. A facsimile autograph is like perfectly framed in this like lighter gray square that's on the fence. You see the follow through on his swing, the determination in his face. There's nothing about this card I don't love. Even though he was the man that ruined Harvey Haddix. No hitter. And maybe that could go, for Dylan's video. I'm doing something else, but I mean, I could count it, I guess, right? Final one. Pretty simple, not a hard card to find, not super expensive, but the Hank Aaron all-time home run king, 74 tops, is just, the picture of him is not great. He's kind of wincing. But I love that Topps released this card before he actually broke the record. And to me, you respect the legends of the game. And that's what Topps did here by printing this card. Could something have happened? Sure. Absolutely. Especially given, he was getting death threats every day. But thankfully, he ignored that and powered through. And for many years was the all-time home run king. I'm not going to get into making any other comments about that. But again, I just like what that card represents. We respect the greats of the game. And it's a really cool little story that comes with that, where they printed it before. I think I shared that with somebody at a show, and I just kind of thought everyone knew that. And the guy was like, really? Like, yeah. So now he can tell others, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did it. And as I'm putting these away, I'll find other cards and I'll say, what? Well, how didn't I include this? People are going to think I don't like these other cards. But I was limited to 10, and that's what we did here. I hope you like these, and I hope you enjoyed sharing them with me. I know that's what this is all about here. This is what we are doing. We are sharing our love of these cards with each other. These are 10 cards I love, and you are a subscriber I love. Until next time, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.